Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19, how to use biogas plant. And we are up at the biogas plant up at Ravenport. Now the reason I thought I would do this video, as in my series I've just put in some silage and I lost quite a lot of crop yesterday down to not knowing what was going on. So previously in FS17 we could just come up to biogas and go over to there used to be a grate rather than a trough to put it in, but basically there's the weighing scales as well, and we tip it into there and you get your money. Job's a good one. Now if we do that with bales, for instance, so I've got straw, hay and silage bales on the back, and we could come up and just unload straight in if he doesn't drive like an idiot, and we could just unload them and as soon as they touch the ground they would disappear. So that's those unloaded. Oh, drop. Let's lower that down. And as you can see, they just stay there. So I thought, oh, okay, well that's probably because they need to be put in with the forks. So hopefully I might be able to do this, pick all three up if we go slowly. And perhaps we have to lift them up and put them into the trough. So normally you put it on there, they disappear. Oh, but no, nothing. They just sit there. They don't disappear. So we can't. That one did just disappear. Now that one just disappeared. That's the first time I've seen silage bales disappear. So is that a glitch? Oh, let's try and pick up. But I didn't get any money for that. No money came in. Now I currently don't own this land, but I thought it wouldn't have made a difference. But it was in that corner. It sort of fell near that corner and it glitched. It was a silage. Perhaps it did get sold. I don't know. But as it is at the yeah, one's just gone there. So they do disappear. There was me thinking, oh, you can't sell any of them. Although I still haven't got any money. So why are we not getting any money? And that one's not doing anything, so it might just be a little glitch. What? They're disappearing into a hole somewhere. Yeah, because we can't do that. So then I thought, well, perhaps it's got to be because they're loose. You need loose. So here I've got some grass, and in the other trailers I've got straw, which you used to be able to dump off in biogas, and hay and silage, and the same thing again, we pull up and it doesn't tip. So it seems to be you need to own this land to use this land for selling purposes. So you can't just come up anymore and just sell it as you normally would. Now it's exactly the same for the other items I've got in the trailers over here. which is the straw, the hay and the silage. You go up, no tip, nothing, you won't have none of it. Now it's exactly the same when you come over to here. This is where we will, if you those who don't know, this is where we will dump everything out to make, put the chaff, put grass or chaff in here, and that will turn into silage. So we go to unload, you don't have access to this land. Whereas in FS17, we could just dump it off on the ground. So now you need to own this land before you do anything with it. Now I thought it was strange because when you go into the prices, biogas isn't listed. There's nothing there. So that made me think, oh, perhaps there's just a set price for biogas. And that's why it's not listed. But no, this is not the case. You need to be able to buy biogas to use it to make money. So if we go into the buy menu, and as you see at Ravenport, it costs a lot of money because you've got a lot of extra land around it, so it does cost a lot of money. 769,000. So now if we buy that, now when we go into the pricing menus, there's biogas. Biogas is there. Now when you scroll over, these are all the items lit up in the orangey yellow. Is that orange? Yes. All the items lit up orange are what you can sell at biogas, and it's starting off with the first item is silage, then you've got grass, then you've got hay. The next one is straw, which hasn't got a price for straw, so you can't sell straw biogas. Then you've got manure, and then you've got slurry. So those are the items for sale. Now the £600 for the silage, the first one, that's not bad because I remember on FS17 we used to sell it for around the 500 or just over. So although you can see the demand at the barn at the moment is for 597. So now we actually own the land. If we go back into, right, I can just dump that now and it will come out and it will let me place it down just like that. Let's just put the help menu on, and now you see that bunker fill level is 8,523, and as soon as you put any materials down, it turns into chaff straight away. So I know on the other one you couldn't pick that back up again. I'll tell you what, I've got a wheel loader, so let's have a look, because on FS17 when it got turned to chaff you were no longer being able to pick it up, it had to be fermented. So let's see if we can pick this up. Oh, it looks like it's going to pick up. Yeah, it does pick up. Okay, that's cool. So at least if we need a bit more chaff somewhere else, we can pick it back up again. Come on, get out of there. So we can now fill up the whole bunkers and start selling your silage and putting it into the scoop over there, and everything should work. Because if we're going to still check now to see if I can sell this silage I've got in the trailers. I'm hoping the silage I should be able to sell straight away. I think we may as well disconnect the straw, because we know you can't sell straw because it's not in the prices. Oh, so let's try and offload. Now on FS19 most of the tips, it does come up with the tip, with the tip button, it will come up and say triangle. However, some of the stuff when you go to tip it off, it doesn't have it, so it's not going to accept grass there. If I try and tip it, yeah, even the tip, it's not even coming up. You can't tip it there. So what about the silage? silage, it will take the silage. So let's dump off the silage. So now it will take the silage, before it wouldn't. But we're still not making any money. So what's going on with that? However, things are changed compared to FS17. You now will only receive the money after 12 o'clock. You've got to wait till the following 12 o'clock that day, and then it comes in as an expense. So you get your money that way instead of getting it here and there. So you don't know how much money you're going to get in. Let's move this tractor out the way, because I want to, we'll re-pick up these bales. Especially the silage one, because you'd have thought silage ones you could sell. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's pick it up, shall we? Not drive alongside of it. So, because we bought the land now, you'd have thought you could place that down and that'd disappear. And it doesn't. It still sits there. So it seems to be, apart from those couple which they seem to have rolled off from about there. If I put them there, it did roll off and disappear. Now I don't know if we're going to get any money for that or not, because we'd have to fast forward time so we can make that roll off and it'll glitch out. Perhaps it wasn't a glitch, perhaps it does. It's all new. There it goes. It did disappear again. So those were 4,000 each. So on the what we've sold wise, it was 600 a time, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, silage. So we sold 2 silage bales and it's 600 per 1,000. So that's, we should have got 5,200, plus we had just under 8,000 in the trailer, because we won't know how much we got for everything until we fast forward time. Now the next thing on this is this slurry option. Now this is the slurry tank, and on our FS17 you could actually see if it was full. On this one it doesn't, when you come around it, it doesn't show anything about how full it is, what it's got in there. There's no access going up to it. It's got a lid on the top anyway, so you can't see in. But when you come up with a tanker, you can push the L3 and you see there we've got the digestate. It started being produced. So that's how you get your digestate from this one. You just pull up your tanker and fill it up, simple as that, and then go and spread it on your fields. Basically that is how we are running the new biogas plant, where you're more inclined to be selling more silage than anything else. Well, it will take the grass. That's why I was surprised you've got a price for the grass, hay actually. So why wouldn't it tip the hay? It should have tipped the hay. So yeah, we come up and it is taking the hay now. Perhaps it was just on the corner. So we'll drop off 8,000 of hay. So we've done the, no, we haven't tipped off the grass, because we left the grass over on the floor over there, didn't we? And I'll go and get some grass. Right, so there's the grass, and yes, it is accepting the grass out of the loading wagon as well. So that's the 3 main items. You got the silage, the grass and the hay. They're the most money. I haven't got any manure or any slurry, so we can't try those. They all should be working fine anyway. It's just a problem, it looks to be a problem with the bales, and that's it. Now I just want to go over, because what I did, now when I set this up on my series, I thought this was as is FS17, so I started putting a load of chaff into the bunker after buying it, because it said I needed to buy it. So I've got a little bit of chaff made up here. I thought if we're going to have to have money tied up in biogas, when we come to sell it, we might not be able to sell the silage which is there. So, which is why I decided to put this bunker just outside on my own bit of land. Now that's full up. And then that way I could just sell the silage, bring the silage straight in. But it doesn't work like that, because you need to own biogas to use it, basically. If you don't own it, you're not going to be able to do nothing with it. It looks like as far as what I can see, you can't sell anything. So if we unload there, and put a nice line along there, anything you put in here, when you come to sell it, it just disappear. So if like some of the other items, let me show you my other. Right, down the bottom here, I currently own this, and I've got chickens on it. So if I go to sell it, I click sell. You cannot sell this, you still have placeable objects on there. Oh, okay, brilliant. So it won't let me sell it because until I sell my chickens. Whereas when you click onto here, sell, click on sell, it doesn't come up with anything. It just lets you sell it. So you think, oh, okay, I'll sell that. So when you go to sell it, you come back and everything's gone. We have got a plant. It's actually given us the plant income now because we've sold it. So it generated nearly £3,000. So bear that in mind, that if you're not going to keep biogas, especially the one at Ravenport where it costs a lot of money, if we go over and look at Fellsbrunn, then at Fellsbrunn we've got the biogas plant top left hand corner, and to buy that it's £564 384, which is a little bit cheaper than Ravenport. So there you have it. That is how we use biogas. So the main thing about it is don't fill up these bunkers unless you're going to keep the land, because as soon as you sell you're going to lose everything. Unless you're going to fill the bunkers up and then you're going to sell it all in for silage anyway, then it doesn't matter. But just bear in mind, you need to own the land to fill those bunkers up. You can do what I did over there, is put a bunker along the side where, thinking about it now, I should have probably bought, well, I was going to buy this field over to the right here, and I should have probably bought that and placed it just here alongside everything, and then we could have probably done some conveyor system to get it sold. But it is what it is. We've done what we've done. So that is how to use the biogas plant. If you've enjoyed the video or found it helpful, then please leave a like. It all adds to growing the channel. And if you want to see more content upload on a daily basis, then hit that subscribe button and you will get a notification every time I upload. Okay, thanks for watching. Till the next time, goodbye.